Hello, hello, and welcome to the Save Ancient Studies Alliance's Archaeogaming live stream featuring myself, Julie Levy. No special guest today, alas. Kieran will be joining us again next week. What is SASA? The Save Ancient Studies Alliance works to promote the study of the ancient world and engagement with our human deeper pasts, building grassroots movement through outreach, collaboration, accessibility, and public scholarship. We work towards our goal of inspiring a wide, inclusive community of scholars, learners, and students. You can find us all over the internet, on most social media sites. I will note that we no longer have Twitter, but we do have a Blue Sky, same as most other places, at Save Ancient Studies. We do have a few guidelines for interacting during our live events. Please be kind and respectful. Listen and ask thoughtful questions throughout the event. Please be patient with technology and those administering it, mainly me. SASA Archaeogaming Live is streamed on Twitch, but recordings will be posted on SASA's YouTube channel shortly after the event. And very importantly for this particular stream, spoiler alerts, so we will be playing Outer Wilds, which is a knowledge-based exploration game, so the more you have spoiled, the less you get to learn on your own. So if you would like to explore the Outer Wilds without my hand, I suggest that you either go play it on your own and come back, or go watch our previous recordings so you can catch up to date. I will be giving a brief spoilery explanation at the beginning of stream, but this is your warning. It is all spoilers after this. We do hope that you will want to subscribe to us on Twitch if you enjoy our live events such as Archaeogaming streams, book clubs, reading groups, and other live events. Please consider becoming a supporter of SASA with a recurring monthly donation. For as little as $3 a month, you can help us to save ancient studies. You can subscribe for free on Twitch through your Amazon account if you so choose, or you can head to saveancientstudies.org/donate and become a recurring donor. We really appreciate every little piece. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy the event. I hope you will participate and come give me some interesting questions to answer as we explore what's out there. Alrighty, hello and welcome. I am Julie. I will be playing Outer Wilds today. As I've mentioned, I would love to hear from you, whether you've got questions, comments, or just want to cheer on my new and exciting ways to die, which so far I have found new ones every single playthrough. So, here's where the spoilers start. I'm going to give us a little bit of catch up from what we are doing. Oh, by the way, I have been with SASA for about 3 years. My background is in ancient Greece and Rome and historical linguistics. I mostly do textual stuff. Usually on these streams I have a guest who is an art historian and archaeologist, but I think I have enough to go on right here. This game, Outer Wilds, has a lot of exploration of ancient ruins, ancient civilizations, and ancient writings, albeit not the purely textual variety I'm used to. So that's the angle that I come from here. Outer Wilds is a game where we are Harthian, an alien species. We are something like the 4th or 5th ever astronaut from this species, and we are going out into our solar system to try and find out what is out there. There are ruins from an ancient race called the Nomai, who have we've discovered that they were here around the time that we were crawling out of the water. So we'll just attribute that preservation to the emptiness of space, shall we? So the big twist, of course, is that our solar system is ending in a fiery implosion as our sun goes supernova very abruptly. And there's gotta be some way to remedy this, or we wouldn't have a game. We are trapped in a time loop created by a Nomai statue. As of last game, we discovered we are not the only one. One of our fellow astronauts is also caught in this time loop and has decided to take the opportunity to just chill out on the least chill planet possible, where he's hanging in a hammock on an island that keeps getting shot up into space by the cyclones of that world. So, I think that is about time for us to resume our expedition and see what we can see. We have a lot of reasons at this point to try and get to that observatory in Brittle Hollow, so I think that's where I'm going to head, because first of all, there was an attempt to detect the signal from the eye, which is, I'm guessing, a wormhole out of here. And second of all, there is information on how to get into the core of Giant's Deep, which I think we might need to do. Alright. We're not taking a lot of time here. Just get out into space. Try and head for Brittle Hollow. There we are. We can't get into the South Pole from the South Pole surface. We have to get in from one of the other available entrances because everything in Brittle Hollow is, well, on the hollow inside. So looks like... okay, that's the gravity cannon. The gravity cannon will do. We can get in from there. Oh boy. That's not the worst landing I've ever done. Not by a long shot. Don't forget the spacesuit. I've definitely forgotten the spacesuit before. And here we are at the gravity cannon, which will let us launch a Nomai shuttle. Okay. So, try not to die. Okay, I didn't die. Excellent. Excellent. So we can, in fact, pull that Nomai shuttle. What does this say? This is a log. Shuttle is currently resting at the Quantum Moon! Dude, I want to go to the Quantum Moon. I have not gotten to the Quantum Moon yet. I figured out some things about the Quantum Moon, but... okay. Is this the crossroads? Good. That's where I want to go. Where is the actual doohickey? Huh. Guess it might have fallen already. Really don't love just jumping around like this. Right over top of a black hole. What's that? That looks promising. There used to be a bridge. Okay. That's down. I kind of had hoped for a cross, but down might do. We're at the top, so let's just hope that down is useful and not straight into the black hole. Okay, so that is not straight into the black hole. But where are we now? Okay. We're close to the center. Okay. So, trying to get to that dang observatory. It's the Hanging City. Okay, I don't want to go to the Hanging City. That's the wrong way. That's the gravity cannon. Gravity crystal workshop. That's not actually what I want. I want the observatory, dang it. How do I get there? Okay, well, can't get there from here is really the answer. So, the Hanging City or gravity, that's not at all what I meant to do. I need to go on the left one. One of these days I'm going to figure out where this freaking observatory actually is. Supposedly there is a way in from the Hanging City. Let's see if I can get there from here. Certainly the earliest I've gotten to the Hanging City. School, Meltwater, Eye Shrine, Black Hole Forge. Yes, yes, but where is the way across? This way before, probably. Black Hole Forge controls? No, I have not seen this before. I'm sorry, what? Oh. What? Whoa. Discoveries all the time. Oh, that's not a stairway, that's the outside of the building. How do I get up there? That's the way down, mostly. Has it got a control here? It does not. That is just absolutely fascinating. I've got to get up there. Okay. I don't think I have the ability to turn stuff on from there, but I know there is a way somewhere. Yeah, I want to go up. How do I go up? Not nearly enough lift to get me anywhere. So, wait, oh, ha! You know, I've never even bothered to try, but of course, there's gravity crystals in walls that are patterned like this. I should have known. one's damaged. Can I get there from here? Nope, they're both damaged. Okay. How do I get over there? Oh, our poor dead, no my friends. Alright. That's promising. Assuming I don't die of ghost energy somewhere in here. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, so that puts me where? In relation to where I wanted to go? I have no idea. It continues to just be so sad. Seeing all of these millions of... Oh crap, oh crap. I just fell into the black hole. God damn. Okay. Let's head towards... the station, see if I can get back out. It's not gonna take me where I want to go, but at least I will be doing something. Oh, too fast. Okay. Funny how I've gotten kind of blasé about falling into a black hole. But, you work with what you got. Okay. Oh, you're probably not on. Gotta go turn it on down here. Don't actually know which way is better. Just turn it on. In one way or another, get myself out of here. Alright, that seems to have been an adequate decision. The White Hole Station will bring us out onto Brittle Hollow, but not anywhere near where I want it to be, which is unfortunate. Okay, here we are. Oh, we have some logs happening. Return warp status is charged. This is new. Okay. Guess because we changed the controls in the Black Hole Forge. Can I remember what the nearest way down is? Oh, it's not over here. Try not to die. What is that light? Oh, that's the return platform. So wait, that'll get me back into the White Hole Station? Oh, fascinating. I don't actually want to do that, but... Oh! Damn it. That was not at all what I wanted. Oh well. Now we gotta wait for it to align again. I mean, we've learned something. It wasn't what I wanted to learn. But... I wonder if moving the black hole forge controls will affect the timing of dissolution elsewhere. Probably not. The sun's already kind of red. Gosh, I have no recollection of how to get back down from here. Well, there's always, trying desperately not to fall into the black hole. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fall into the black hole. Again. I mean, stuff is always falling into the black hole. What's that? That looks like the quantum tower. Can I get to the quantum tower? Ugh. Not well. Well, found a new way to die. Running face first into the quantum tower and breaking my suit. If you're here and you're chatting along, feel free to make suggestions of where I should go. Otherwise, I'm going to head back to Brittle Hollow and try again for either of the things that I now know I want to know. I just have such a hard time navigating around the inside of Brittle Hollow, even with signposts. There goes that beacon. So far, the only time I've fallen into the sun was the time that I recalled and launched that Nomai shuttle. And I just flew straight into the moon. Very annoying. So, there's that escape pod. Not as helpful as I might like. Well, at least I landed okay. Now I just gotta find my way. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Please let me out of the ship. Okay. Now I just have to find my way to the entry point. pod and its emergency beacon. Saying unidentified, I know exactly what it is, but hey, go refill my oxygen and identify the signal. Pretty sure that I have been all through all 3 escape pods. Oh. Okay, looking for the other escape pods. Below the surface. So there should be a way down near here. Just don't remember where it is. Not the most graceful of astronauts. Hey! Well, I managed not to fall into the black hole with that bit of scaffolding, so I'm gonna call it a success. Now, where am I? Temporary settlement. Oh, hey! A path of gravity stones to somewhere. Let's see what I can see. I'm seeing the eye symbol over here. Have I been? Everything we recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. Okay, so it's not necessarily a wormhole. They encountered the eye. It's older than the universe itself? Okay. Well, that is definitely interesting. What are you? We've seen staffs like that before. Steves, I suppose. What is this place anyway? How do I get to that pathway? Looks like it's over there. This is the temporary shelter. They did a pretty solid job for a temporary shelter. It's lasted millions of years. Okay. Building beneath the crust again. So, this does seem to be a pattern for them. They build within planets. Need to stay close to the escape pod. Here because of the eye signal, it called to us and we follow. Okay, fascinating. So, here's the gravity stone path. Taking us up to the northern glacier, which must be the Hanging City, right? do want to do more exploration of that temporary city at some point. But I am absolutely fascinated by this path. Got to the ice. Trees detected. What? I have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, I'm going into the black hole, correct? Whew. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that. You know? Aha! Knew it! I am meant to just be able to walk around this thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, stop that. I don't want to go back out. Why am I floating? There we go. So let's go turn it on again. Let's go this way this time. Oh yeah, here we go. Zoom. Okay. So here we are. Guess we might as well refuel our tank. Alas, we can't use this to get back down. There is a down somewhere here, isn't there? There's a projector. I don't need a projector. Need a way back into the dang planet. What? Just smashed into a rock when it glitched on me. Oh, so rude. I'm sorry if this isn't as engaging as it might be because I keep dying. Well, at least we can laugh about it. But I am very fascinated. I didn't realize there was a temporary shelter beneath the escape pod. It appears to go basically right to the quantum tower. At least if I identified that thing that flashed past me as I fell into the black hole correctly. I wonder if those of you who have played this game before are screaming at me about how to get there silently. But I also think that if you've played this game before, you'll understand the frustration of trying to navigate with, I guess I can't really call it realistic physics, but more realistic than a lot of games would bother to be. Right. So, Brittle Hollow. Not the lantern. The last couple of times it took us basically right to the escape pod, so maybe I'll just do that again and maybe explore that settlement some. Almost gentle landing. I actually bothered to use the landing view, something I rarely bother with. Okay, so there's the escape pod. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, okay, okay. Oh, phew. Didn't die. That's good. It's a start. Let's see what I can find out about this temporary shelter. So this is the eye, which we saw before. The eye sanctuary? The eye record? This looks like the opening to a building, but... well. Oh, it was. You can see writing down there. There's so much happening. I want to know what all these lights are. Gravity crystals. Some kind of workshop area, I guess. Excuse me. I've got to get back to this tower. Can I go in, please? Just so much here. There are a lot of them in each of the escape pods. Okay. They lost a lot to getting here. But all 3 escape pods did land in the system, so not as dire as it plenty dire for me, thanks, but, you know. Okay. This place is... I'd say falling apart, but it's falling together. So this is the eye repository, whatever I want to call that. It's so interesting how they just left conversations on walls. Uh-oh, we're falling. Oh no, oh no. We're falling into the black hole. This is not great. least I've gotten good at getting into the white hole station. What a pain. Where's the opening? There's the opening. There's the floor. No, 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 no. I have no desire to go back out there. Nope. Stop it. Every time I think I'm out of this. Okay. Thank you. And of course it is stalled again because we died and had to come back. Get me out of here. The warp pad is still active. That's interesting. There's a hole here. Can I get in, or is it just a hole? It's, looks like a way to the Hanging City. Oh, okay. I didn't die. Just very busted. Okay, so the black hole controls were not, in fact, they didn't stay. But I can still get to them. Now I know that they're here. So there's the thingamajig. These two towers have their insides collapsed. N'est-ce pas? This closer. Oh, one of them crashed into the other. Well, that explains why both of them are shot. You know. Is that section not working? Feels like that ought to let me through, but it doesn't. Clearly got a path. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Oh shit. Oh shit, no, the black hole again. Dang it. Black hole again. You know, what happens if I just deliberately go towards the white hole? I don't know if I've tried that. It's probably bad. thump. Huh. Absolutely fascinating. Giant's Deep. Let's just try weird nonsense. Gonna run out of fuel any minute now, but hey, something weird is happening. I look at the Hollow's lantern from here. It's fascinating. Man, I wish I had more fuel. I'd love to go land on Hollow's lantern. Look at it. Oh, that's Timber Hearth. Oh, no wonder. So all the planets are so close together. Running out of fuel. Spinning into space. How? Am I still in the white hole somehow? Welp. Nothing makes sense. Let's just use up my oxygen so that I get out of here faster. Yum. Thank you. We're out in space, and there's no kind of atmosphere. I would take care of some of this exploration between sessions if I knew for sure I wouldn't make it to things. Yeah, sometimes waking up, especially when you are out of oxygen, is a little bit shocking. Yeah, running out of oxygen is actually seriously no fun. Fortunately, our death is not real death at this moment in time. Ooh, spinny. Alright, where is that lovely, terrible, hollow planet? The black hole in the middle. Oops. Fell sideways. So be it. Alright. Here I am. Where's the way down? It's not far. That looks promising. There it is. No! No, no, no! I can't miss this early! This is so annoying. Folks, I don't know what to tell you. I missed that early. Okay. Crunch. Try again. I wish I could, like, just back up 30 seconds instead of having to reload every time. By reload, I mean die. So it's interesting they were following this eye signal, and that's how they wound up in our solar system. That is not at all what I had theorized. I'm sure Kieran was holding her breath. I thought maybe it was the wormhole they got here through. But no, they were chasing this signal, and it's older than the universe. I mean, given that they ascribe in this game, they've mastered black hole, white hole physics. It can't be that. It's not gonna let me land here, is it? No. Dang, quantum moon. Alright, well, what's that? That's the Addle Rock. That's the twins. There we are. Brittle Hollow. I mean, landing on Hollow's lantern would be a novel new way to die. I haven't done that yet. Oh, that looks like the quantum tower. I would like to land near the quantum tower. Well, I damaged the ship, but not badly. Try to repair it just in case I wind up back here again. Yes, hello, it's the tower. I've been up the tower. So supposedly... I want to get in there. What's this? Come on. Southern Observatory, yes please. How do I get there? Maybe from over there? There is something of a lighted path. Thought I saw a poor friend. Where is that going to? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. I landed in one. So that's great. This path looks incomplete. Oh, hello. Where is this going? Oh, okay. The South Pole is that way. So hopefully I'm going the correct direction. Oof. This looks glacial. Possibly polar. It's a bridge that has dropped, but it looks like we have a path. Oh boy, those are ghost matter stones. Oh, that's not great. This whole area is blocked by ghost matter. Ah, crap. promising. Well, I don't think I've been here before, so that's something. This was definitely built with more accessibility in mind once upon a time. But there we finally have some buildings that are more than simply a pathway. This used to be in use somehow. If I can just get into this gravity well. Oh, yes! Oh, this is brilliant looking. Okay, so we have one of these sort of power plate maybe things. We have the models of the cyclones on Giant's Deep, and we have some writing. The construction yard has been using cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit. Component was put down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Crafting model 2. It's clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most of them rotate clockwise. Oh, they're counterclockwise. Okay. Also, I very much wanted to make a model as well. Okay, so clockwise cyclones go up. Counterclockwise cyclones go down. That is great. That's extremely useful. Okay, come on. Don't get stuck on a ledge. Got a projection stone. Let's see what kind of text they left for me. We read this conversation before. So apparently there's a way to duplicate projection stones. So, we've been here. This is that chunk of observatory on Giant's Deep. This door is still alive. Let us in, let us in. There's a recording. Someone is here? Yes, this person sounds like me. Okay. Oh! This... Oh, we've been here before. This was the door from the outside. Okay. So that's the projection pool. So where is the data about the eye that I was supposed to be able to find here? Looks like there is a stairway up to this rim. Let's see if there's anything up here. There certainly are. Some kind of that looks like the Whitehall station. Is that Timber Hearth? Oh my goodness. Is this a general projection structure? No log currently. There's writing over here. Maybe it's instructions. You know what it looks like, thanks to the quantum moon. What? Okay, well now I need to get to the quantum moon. I mean, not that I didn't need to anyway. Probe launching mechanism. Cover those long distance quickly. Okay, so this was about the probe that has now been sent. Giant Steve would be a good choice. Okay, so this observatory is meant to look for the eye signal. Here we have turned it on. Okay. But we can find orbital data for other things, right? Oh! Oh, look at that. So this is an orrery. Check it out. This metal that they're using, this material. Oh, that's the Ember Twins. That's what that is. Okay. This material that they're using for things, this metal, is sufficiently conductive and malleable. So they were able to get the signal, they just can't pinpoint it. Oh, that's so interesting. This is... So they're able to use this as some kind of projection. It looks physical. It's reacting to light in a very physical way. Very metallic. Fun fact, no known metal is malleable and suspendable like this in a programmable way. Okay, so the real thing that I've learned here is A, how to get to the center of Giant's Deep, and B, what the probe was attempting to do. So inside Giant's Deep, inside the center of Giant's Deep, there is a piece of the observatory that I need very badly. But now I know how to get down there. Okay. So here's our friend's ship. I wonder if we can get into it. No. You can't. Okay. Anyway, so this is that broken door, observatory. Oh, right, that's why I can't go back this way, is because there's only So this one, we found some very useful information. Thanks be to the Nomai for recording their everyday conversations like that. One does have to wonder... where am I going? One does have to wonder where I am going. That's a good question. Oh. Not yet falling into the black hole, but, pretty close. Pretty close. I want to make it into that quantum tower. Gosh dang it. But again, we were having trouble with gravity. We also need to get to the quantum moon, which I've managed to make it through one quantum tower, the one on Giant's Deep. The one here is very, very tricky. You know what? I wonder if it's worth trying to head to Giant's Deep at this point. Oh, shit. Probably not, really. Is this ship? Okay. Whoa! It's a good job I didn't take off my suit, I guess. Is Brittle Hollow falling into the sun? How far? How far is Brittle Hollow? Or Dark Bramble? It's not all that far. I shouldn't. Oh. I mean, hey, at least if I hit Dark Bramble, I could get eaten by an anglerfish, right? Okay, I'm not gonna reach Dark Bramble. This was a fool's errand. Oh! Reached Giant's Deep, though. In my frickin' suit. have a lot of fuel left. Oh, or a lot of time. Might as well try. Can I not get into it from here? Fascinating. Gotta go in from the top, huh? I'm just gonna let the water carry me for a second. See what happens. Wow. Not a lot to be seen through these clouds, but soon there's not going to be a lot to be seen anywhere. Ah, there it goes. Kapow. If you see me looking off to the side, it's because I'm messing with my cat. She's adorable. You want to be on camera, baby? No, she does not. But I love her. Okay. So this time, I'll take the ship to Giant's Teeth and try and get in through the top of one of those cyclones. That does seem... The whole, like, rotation thing seems not as implausible as I expected. I am not a meteorologist or a physicist. I'm pretty sure that you can't actually have cyclones like that on a sustainable basis. Like, next to each other and all that. Pretty sure that would not, in fact, work. So the tricky thing... of course, is going to be actually getting into one of those cyclones. So we can't actually see them from the surface of the clouds, which is, again, not particularly realistic. Okay. So that was an up one. Down. It's not very easy it's not very easy for me to tell what I'm looking at in terms of cyclones. a second. There we go. Down, down. Past the current. Into the core. We have these giant jellyfish. I have no idea. There's Chloe. Oh, that looks like a structure almost. Tree. Is there a cord to land? Whoa! Okay. That's exciting. I don't even have my suit on. Alright. I don't think I'm getting that back. I suspect those jellyfish are not friendly. What happened to the structure I could see? Looked like a tree. Where's my ship? Can I actually get to my ship? Be neat if I could get to my ship. Just kind of don't believe it. Sparking out. No, it's not that. Okay. Whoa, shit! Bad enough. Okay, come on. I was so close. Come on. Where am I? Trapped by the ship. No, I was so close. I had it for a second. Let me repair it. Failure states of very exciting variety. Come on. Oh, so close. It's over here somewhere. Ocean, trying to repair my ship underwater on a hostile planet. get it repaired enough? Really? Wow. Okay. Those are clockwise. Those are clockwise. Pulling at me. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Counterclockwise, cyclone. There we are. Thing is, without the ship, I'm not heavy enough to be able to get anywhere. Yeah. I know. Just gotta get in there somehow. How do I deal with this? I have no idea. Well, I have no idea how I deal with this. I mean, I found out how to get into the core, but my electrical system is borked. I can't get through. But I need to get through. Maybe I should check my ship's log, see what the rumors are. Drowning not fun. Drowning not fun. Come on. Ooh, maybe my system's shot. Come on. Wake up. If it doesn't get any less janky than this, I may have to shut it down. I'm not sure I can navigate with the controls this way. Oh no, that is not just Twitch being slow on the frame rate, that is my Switch appearing to stutter. Well, it won't matter for checking the ship logs, but that may be all I can do for now. My goodness. I do not know what is up with my Switch. It is not usually this janky on this game. Alright, so let's take a look at the logs. See what I can see. Oh, now you're fine. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff in here since I last looked at it. Maybe I ought to be checking my logs more often. We have a lot to talk about. So, let's... So, the Know My Mines. Which were on Timberhearth, I think. Yeah, they decided to stop mining here. So I have not actually found the Ash Twin project yet. There are towers. There's more to explore on the towers. Ah, yes. So it's the forge itself that is raising and lowering. There's more to explore in the Hanging City? Really? My goodness, I thought I had explored that place by now. So this is the temporary settlement. There's still more in the old settlement. I guess that's not that surprising. Did locate the anglerfish fossil. There's probably a way in there. Found the second escape pod. Church's camp. Yes. So there's more to explore inside the Sunless City. That's not a surprise. I didn't spend a ton of time there. So, talking about the Northern Glacier. Yes, they were able to warp here from the White Hole Station. Wait, this is where they first recreated warp technology, alright. So, no Hearthian has been able to land on the Quantum Moon, but I know it's possible. I'm glad we have this log. You know, every archaeologist should keep a log of their discoveries. Typically, on a dig, you have very, very heavily documented discovery type. You know, everything is located in situ, and then when it's removed, then it is documented in great detail. It's often photographed from several angles just to make sure that we have as much information about how it originally looked when we found it as possible, in case it gets damaged. So in this case, exploring a whole solar system full of ruins, I'm glad that we have some notes. Even if they are, a lot. Know My Warp Tower is attuned to a specific astral body. To use tower, you must be standing on the platform during the tower's alignment with that body. Warped objects appear to arrive at Brittle Hollow before they departed the White Hole Station. Oh, I forgot about that. So there is some amount of time travel happening, even if it is a very small amount. The High Energy Lab in the canyon at Ember Twins Equator. Oh, I totally forgot about that. We have so much on Ember and Ash Twin that we just have not looked into. Okay, so this is Timberhearth, right? Oh, this is the quantum stuff. So the shards of the quantum moon make other things act in a quantum way. We went through the Tower of Quantum Trials, so we learned the rule of quantum imaging. That was only one thing that we needed to learn to get to the moon. So yeah, we learned, one of our friends wrote that poem specifically to take advantage of the quantum nature. So this tower, Brittle Hollow's equator, held useful knowledge for the Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage. This is the final rule that we need to get to the quantum moon, and I am desperate to get in there, but I haven't been able to yet. Emperor Twin's Northern Hemisphere. There's something to be learned there. Something to be learned from Lake Bed Cave there. Oh! Learned to vanish along with the shard, I guess. That's interesting news. Okay, the Hanging City, there's still more to learn. Did we already go through all this? Yes, we did. Okay. So what's over here? The frozen Nomai shuttle. Nomai landed on the Interloper not long after its arrival. The shuttle's equipment heard strange energy radiation coming from beneath the surface. So we have not dealt with the Interloper at all. Okay. Gravity cannon. Crawled a Nomai shuttle from the Interloper. I thought it was on the quantum moon. Okay. So here we're working on Giant's Deep. We've got the construction yard where they built the cannon. It was asked not to fire, but it has now fired, which is kind of what seems to have set this in motion. And I suspect that when it referred to the technology recently discovered, they were talking about the loop technology, so they would have multiple chances to fire that probe even though it destroyed its cannon. Maybe. So the tracking module has not been destroyed. Wait, I thought I went to the control module, but the tracking module is inside the core. Of Giant's Deep, which is why I need to get in there. Gabbro. Found one of the statues with its eyes open. Oh, there is an alternate route in there. I just kind of assumed I wouldn't be able to get there. Southern Observatory, I finally got there. There's more to explore at the observatory, is there? Huh. So, poor Rebeck. Rybeck? I don't actually know how you pronounce that. Still have no idea how to deal with that seed. Wrong way. Okay. So that is all of our current directions. No hints on how to actually get through the electrical shell at the core of Giant's Deep, which we need to do. I wonder if we can land on that tree-looking thing Seems very dicey. But there's a lot more to explore. Oh my goodness, I need to explore so much. So, I think with that said, that is a great place for us to leave off. And I will be joined again next week by Kiernan, who can help us find the most interesting next step, I hope. And I'm looking forward to seeing you then. Next week will be my last stream with SASA for a while, possibly a long while. But I am hopeful that we can get some fun archaeology chat done along the way. Thank you so much for joining us. It is a real pleasure to stream with SASA and to stream with SASA's followers. I hope you have enjoyed me dying a lot and finding new bits and pieces of information along the way. The physics, the metallics, and the meteorology, alas, I don't have any experts on hand for those, although I suspect we're all getting a bit of a kick out of it anyway. Until next time, my dear friends, I will see you then with our final episode of Outer Wilds. Do enjoy, and if you'd like to see my previous recordings, check them out on SASA's YouTube. Bye, friends!